So I know that,
Good for her.
yeah.
Is she
Okay.
teaching any yoga
We'll
over
record.
there?
I think she tried some kids over there, maybe related to the military base or something like that. I don't think she's doing anything right now. I think, okay, here, whoops, shoot, not quite. I'm gonna set this up on a professional chair. Now, I think if we don't move, we're gonna be great.
Okay.
And you guys, I hope you don't mind being in it because you're in it.
Fine, because it's too late.
Yeah, 'cause you're already famous, so
Yeah.
So, this would be good. I think this would be good for the little.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I've read that one before. It's super cute.
We read it at camp, and even the older kids
good.
like it, but it's a great little.
And he ends up like getting a whole class together.
Yeah,
with
see,
all
all his friends
the
decide
forest
that
friends.
he's
not
doing-
weird.
he's doing exactly.
Yeah,
Yoga is for
that's
everybody, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a camp this summer?
We had a 2-day camp.
And
this
how was
summer.
that?
It was great.
Awesome.
I think were you traveling this summer?
Yes, and that's when I had my little freak out moment.
Okay, I think that's what I had. I'm pretty sure. How'd you freak out going?
Great.
Okay.
So what happened now when you're away from it is it was the 1 year anniversary. That's what I'm piecing together of when my mom passed.
Oh,
And I had a panic attack. I didn't know what it was.
Wow.
Because I would hear people say it's like panic attack or whatever. I thought I was dying. Like I thought like all
Heart
the
problem or something.
yeah, like all the air is leaving my lungs. I'm like, God, is this COVID? I mean, you're just it was so bad and it freaked me out so much. They called the ambulance because I'm like, babe, I've never felt this before. You know, it's like, calm down. He didn't know what it was either. I am not a drama queen.
right.
Yeah.
So for this, it was like, and the whole time they're like, okay, you can look at the machine. You're doing fine. There's nothing wrong. But I'm going, no, you don't understand. There's something wrong.
There is something wrong, right?
And he knew.
And there was.
Yeah,
So
it was
scary.
It
Because
just,
it's real. It's not,
yes,
you know,
it was bad.
Physical symptoms. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That was so alarming. But then after, I was telling Lenora, I meet with, her name is Lalena Fisher. Oh, I love her. She does somatic healing,
Oh,
which is
neat.
body.
Yeah. Yeah.
So emotions trapped in the body.
Yeah.
So,
Trauma stuff. Yeah.
yes, and I'm telling you what, oh my gosh, I love her and I love the work so much.
Mhm.
So that's really been instrumental.
A great yoga training that I really enjoy. Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So that was my big summer.
Oh,
What things I did this summer. But yeah, that was a really eye opener too. So many people suffer from that I never took it seriously because I thought, oh, you know, come on, everybody.
Right? Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Who's
Breathe.
Yeah, breathe. Oh my God.
Yeah, just
yeah.
breathe.
Yeah.
Just
Right, literally, exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
it's not that
exactly.
easy.
So anyway,
Like
yeah,
it's an easy thing, right? Well, welcome you guys. Our session is going to be focusing on community, compassion, and connection. If that's all they learn,
Yeah.
we're in great shape. So I know schools are doing mandatory masks right now.
Some are.
Some are.
Yeah.
I think.
You should be prepared with
I
that.
don't know about D20, but yeah, be prepared for that.
And Woodman Roberts is D20.
Welcome them.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
you both are. Welcome them to go out. Ask if you can go outside anytime the weather allows.
Okay.
Okay. And I have some mats for you, Kara.
I don't need any.
You don't need any?
I've got the
Really?
billion. Yeah.
Great. And you have.
Oh yeah. They're from
There
Amazon.
you go. Okay. Great. Oh, that's awesome. So, let's see. What else do we need to know?
Do we need a first aid kit? You mentioned something about that.
No, that was for camp.
Oh, that was camp. Okay, never mind.
We don't care what happens.
Well, they have all that.
They'll
on site
have
at
one
the
in the
school.
office.
Yeah. Okay.
The way we got the new school is because the old school, Woodman Roberts' secretary, moved to this new school.
Are you serious? Oh, I like her.
And she called me
Are you serious?
and said, you know, we want to set up yoga here. And then the other
Good.
school called and said, we're getting ready for
Wow.
school. So it's good.
That
That's
is
great. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. And
She
the
was
one,
impressed.
the lady from the daycare there, Adventure Club,
Yes.
she talked to you, remember?
No,
said,
she just sent an email. I never responded to her.
Oh,
I just
okay.
forwarded
You
that on
forwarded
too.
it to me?
Yeah. I
So
didn't even remember who she was.
it ended up, we got 9 classes this summer
Wow.
Are you kidding?
Daycare.
Wow.
Yeah, daycare centers.
Great.
9 of their locations.
That's
all of their locations.
incredible.
And they pay.
Good.
And you were doing yoga for them?
Which one was it? Hope?
Wow.
Which one was it?
No, it wasn't. It was somebody from Woodman Roberts
Wow.
who runs the Creative Play Adventure Club after
Nice.
school program. And, well,
That sounds
there
like
she
fun.
does, and she gave it to her. I guess she
That's
gave it to Sam, her director, or something.
Wow.
And we set everything up for
Goodness.
9 weeks.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
So it was great.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So awesome job, you guys.
Okay.
Let's get started. We have in the beginning, on page 1, we have week 1 beginning, and you guys already know this. We talk a little about what yoga is, and we go over some of our rules. And this is where our agreements. This is where I added the 5 things. So if you go ahead a couple of pages, you're going to see that handout that you guys have seen before.
The tree.
5 ways to. No, keep going. The hand. You're back.
Oh,
one
yep,
more.
yep, yep,
Yep.
Yep.
The 5 things to manage big emotions. And so I've been bringing this into all the classes, and I've been doing it for at least 2 classes.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
reminding it
Mhm.
of it.
We could probably do
of
it every
that,
single one.
like
Actually.
that.
And it's worked out really well. So I moved to on the next page. There's a couple little things that I did, which was with the hand, because it's kind of cute that we have the hand going on. We do the tracing breath. The inhale up to the thumb, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. This is a good way to take 5 deep breaths. And if it doesn't work, by the end, you go back down to your pinky side, and you go back up and down, up and down, up and down. And another way that I've done this, I've made this into almost the whole class, is give them a piece of paper and a marker and trace it with me. So you go inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down with the pen or marker or whatever. And then when you're done, we can go over the things that you do to calm down. Because number 5 is take time to calm down. So then I ask them, what are the ways you like to calm down? They all come up with great ideas, music and getting a hug from my grandma. And I mean, they came up with great ideas. Running or, exercising or napping or eating. Sometimes I'm hungry or thirsty. And then they can put those on the fingers when they're done. Like a little
And cut
reminder,
it
like,
out.
how do I calm down? Yeah, awesome. And usually I don't even cut it out. I just give it to them. That's one class I did.
No cutting out. Great idea.
So then they have a little reminder thing. This is where we suggest Yoga Bunny here. What makes humans so special over other animals on the planet?
What page are we on? I missed my last.
We're still on 1. We're just moving on.
sorry,
Just
sorry.
moving on now. So the hand
Oh,
one,
there's yoga bunny.
yeah, the hand one doesn't have any numbers on the pages.
They're like pull out one.
And yes, our affirmation is I am strong in body and mind. I take care of myself and my surroundings. The warm up is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 shake. I forgot all about this till I saw it. Moving our bodies helps us get rid of extra energy and makes us feel good. So let's stand up and do that. Start with 1 arm, raising it over your head and counting out loud as you shake your arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2.
I remember this.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1.
Oh,
That looks like the Russian did it.
I like that one. That's great.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
great.
cute.
I also have a brand new song I have to play for you.
Okay.
It is crazy fun. And then put your sun salutations any way you want. There's a bunch of new ones in there, and old ones, and the desert is good. I don't remember that. Bend down and greet the hot desert sun, or back bend to meet the sun. Forward fold, stand from your
That's cute.
toes. Take 1 leg back. Be a scorpion. So cute.
Very cute.
Breathing. If you've already done the 5-finger breath, you may want to save this balloon breath for later. Because already I feel like we've gotten once you go over all this stuff, we're like, oh,
Yeah.
How, is it
And
half
so-
hour or 45?
No, it's an hour. It's an hour.
Okay, great.
My
you know,
class
with-
is an hour too?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, with getting shoes on and masks
Yeah.
rolled
Oh,
and
yeah.
getting them out to the parents.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
So,
That's chewing through time.
yeah, so that takes some bit. And
And
getting
the
them
balloon
settled.
press. And this, would you just want to do hands or would you want to use the ball?
You can use the ball if you have one, or if you want to borrow
Okay.
mine, or if you just want to do it with
Their hands, yeah.
It's kind of cool because it's a hand thing only, so that would be kind
Sure.
of fun for them, another hand thing. I was just gonna say something. Oh yeah, so I took a workshop with Kira Wiley,
Oh,
Kira
cool.
Willie, I guess.
Yeah, I love her music
I
so
know,
much.
I do too.
Yeah.
She was at the kids yoga conference, so I
Oh,
got to
fun.
take that.
You met her?
No, well, no, online.
Oh,
met her,
no.
yeah.
Okay.
But so she had us make up a song for everything. And what was the one? Let's see, like to a tune that they knew already. Geez. Oh, time for yoga, time for yoga. Quiet sign. How to use the restroom? Have you filled your water?
Yeah.
Oh, the last part, I think it was just like yoga time.
So
yoga
That's
cute.
cute. I
time.
like that one.
Be please get. You guys have been so annoying this year.
Yeah.
Thank God they're around.
I know.
We were like
Except for the
scared.
mean ones. Except I don't think these guys do
That's
anything
just hungry.
except
Yeah, I think they
being
got
a
their
pain in the ass.
fruit.
Good, I got that on tape.
No cursing at the school.
Yeah,
No, no,
exactly. Right.
So the play yoga Jenga is next, I think, in your book.
Oh,
I'm gonna have you move it to later. 'Cause it's
Okay.
way too much for the first class.
Oh, okay.
I have two Jenga sets.
I have one that already has poses
Oh,
written on
great.
it.
Oh, so you're one of those seasoned teachers. So we have one side of the block has a pose written on it, and the other side, if you want, has the Sanskrit word. for
Okay.
it. So sometimes the older kids like to try saying it.
Oh,
Mhm.
fun.
And when you pull it out, everybody does the pose. If you knock it over, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Okay.
But it's
Start
still
over.
fun, you
Mhm.
know. So I'm gonna have you move that anywhere else that you
Mhm.
like, and as soon as you need that, Bernadette, let me know.
I will,
'cause It's in
okay.
2 other schools right now. Spaghetti Shavasana is cute. I do have a little video of it if you want to look at
Oh,
it.
I
But
love that.
start by standing in front of your mat and pretend that your body is like a spaghetti noodle. And when you first put the noodles into water to cook, they're stiff and hard, just like our bodies might be after we exercise. Now imagine your spaghetti body starting to get softer as the warm water begins to cook your spaghetti arms, your spaghetti legs, your spaghetti body, and pretty soon your whole body is like a loose noodle getting softer and softer
Oh, that is so
and
cute.
closer and closer to the ground. At this point, this is the fun part. You can go around and you can check each student by
Oh,
lifting their
that's
arms
so
Or like
cute.
twiggling the legs or yeah.
and, oh, she's done, or oh, she needs
Not
more time.
done.
And
Okay.
they could do that all day. You could
I
go back
love
to,
it.
test me again.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So
But that's okay.
Spaghetti body, that was so
Yeah. Then come up to sitting and option to do bell ringing or something like that to listen to the bell as long as they can. You guys have all done that. And then doing the one of the closing songs, the Namaste song, or
here's a Kira Wiley.
Longtime Sun. It's
I love that
a
one.
really nice one for kids. There's a kids version, and it's really lovely. And then go back over your affirmation. I'm strong in body and mind. I take care of myself and this.
And the
very
Shoshone
generic.
one, show us the sign language. Isn't there sign language? that
Oh,
goes with
yeah,
that
yeah,
one? The
Namaste, namaste. In my heart, I am. I forget. Grateful.
it's like a
It's almost like happy,
Grateful,
but
I think
it's
it's
not.
grateful.
Grateful for you today. Namaste, namaste, namaste. The light in you, no, the light in me is happy to see. The light in you shining through. Namaste, namaste, down those things. I don't know how accurate it is.
You have a video of it.
I do. It's
Yeah,
on there.
it's a YouTube.
It's on there.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
You can see it.
Well, that's it right there.
Yeah.
That's just fun. Like they
That
love
is
sign
cute.
language.
Oh,
And I forget Grateful Note, so that's interesting.
We can look at
Remember that, but yeah. Now we move into families, which is really cool because we want to talk about families being anything that works for you. Okay, you can have two moms, you can have no moms, you can have, whatever. We want to make sure that that foster families are the same as families, that any group of people that you belong to is a family.
So are you saying this is a second class?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Second class. So like I said, we're going to work in after the first one, which is pretty generic. We're going to work from family to groups in the community to our state to our country to our world.
Can we make her?
Yeah. Yeah, making that into the connection. And like I said, there's more than enough. So truthfully, I don't spend as much time in the country because I feel like they have so much of that already in school. Okay. I mean, that's just my thing. If I were going to give up one, that would be mine, but that doesn't have to be yours.
Okay.
You could switch, you could mix them up, you could do 2 in 1, whatever. So the family book is one that you guys can use if you wanted it. You don't have to do
It's
a
a
book
cute
for every
book,
class, but for littles, it's really cool. It's really
Mm.
cool. All families are sad when they lose someone they love. The illustrations are really
Yeah, that's a cute book.
powerful. They're so tiny, but some families have one parent instead of 2. So it's a sweet little book. Really enforces what I said about them. Whoever you are, you're a good family. So my family is there to help me on my path, and that's our affirmation for today. And then this is a one that I really love: 6 animals with strong family bonds. So this
Ooh,
is not for you
cool.
to read in class. This is for you to just read a little about now,
Okay.
and then you can talk to them in class. You can show them the pictures because they're big enough elephants. So very interesting in that they went back to mourn the death of a herd member. Years afterwards, they have saved babies in water. They made their way to the house of Lawrence Anthony, a conservationist who saved their lives. And they stayed at the house for 2 days, apparently mourning his passing.
Oh my goodness.
And it had taken them 12 hours to reach the house.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
hadn't been there in a year. That's
Yep.
amazing.
Yeah. So any little thing like that. The one thing I noticed in this I did is that camp, not our camp, but at Bear Creek. I did animal yoga, little animal yoga type shit. It was really fun. But as I was reading it, I had chosen they had chosen, wherever I got the information, it was very much about families connected to the mother.
Mm.
I think I was feeling my separation with my
Yeah,
kids. And
right.
Elephant breath is fun.
I love elephants.
Yeah, I do too. So here's the fun one that I usually use. Clasp your hands together. Raise your arms overhead for your with your trunk. Bend down. Inhale. Lift up. Reach your trunk back and exhale over your head. Cool. And then if you want to spray your friends on the last one, you pick it up and
Oh, that's
and they all do it. So it's fun. Now it's a sun salutation. Wolves. Wolf pose can be up dog.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that's probably what I usually do. Straighten the arms, keep your legs straight, lift your knees off the ground. Yeah, so that would be up dog. And make sure you howl. So I think the whole thing is that we think they're lone animals, but they actually, packs usually consist of mated pairs, their puppies, and some adult offspring from previous. Dolphins, of course, all their amazing attempts to save humans and other fish and themselves. Like down log, but on your forearms. So
Okay.
forearms down, hips up to the sky. I think that comes from the diving you know, the way
When
it
it's
looks
up-
when they come up
yeah.
and out of the
Yeah.
water. I'm guessing that's why they
I
call
don't
it that.
feel so good.
And whales. Couple ways to do whales. One is bend your knees, bring your heels together to form your tail, and with your hands under your shoulders, push up and exhale. So it's kind of like fish,
Fish with
bent knees. That's what I would say. There's also whale tail, which is really nice on your back with the cross your legs, and you hold on to both your feet and you pull them in. It's a really good.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to explain. You have to kind of get the right spot so kids might not enjoy it. Lion's breath.
Everybody
lioness
loves
is-
lions.
Everybody loves lion's breath, and you can ask them, you know, how do you feel after? And finally, chimps. The male chimp gains the support of other community members to help him become an alpha male. So it's almost like voting.
Yeah, taking the mayor.
With legs slightly higher, slightly wider than hip width, bend forward and soften your knees. Swing your arms side to side like a monkey, then rise up and pound your chest like a gorilla. And which is actually also like Marina teaches us,
oh yeah, the
Promise.
thumbs.
So it's fun that you're doing something. This is Red Rover in a different, just like we did there. And it turns out Red Rover was actually like a slur on, I think, Russians. I know.
Wow.
We changed it to animal lover, send a monkey right
Oh,
over.
that's
even
I like
though
it,
it's not
yeah.
fine.
And then you have to make monkey noises to when you go over. Huh?
Yeah, try to get through. So see,
Cool.
if they, I don't know, are they allowed to hold hands and what if
Right,
they
what
wash
a-
their hands after? What if you have sex with this question? After you
Well,
wash,
I think bringing hand sanitizer.
yes, bring hand sanitizers and wipe. They want to wipe off their mouth. It's always nice, or anything that you hand out. Not a bad idea. So yes, maybe not. I don't know. Use your
Well, you could always stand by side. Or you could turn it into a race somehow.
yeah. You could make it. I
Or
don't
just
know.
go from one side of the room to the other. Monkey
Yeah.
pose. I could be this Red Rover.
Right, have them, first one to reach it or whatever.
Yeah, something like
It
that.
becomes
Could
it
work.
or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. The next one is a Wordle, and one of the picture that I have is from my kids that, I'm sorry, beyond that, there's some coloring sheets. So if they're not in there, they're in your handouts. They're not in, like I didn't put it in yours.
I saw some in first.
Yes. Wordle is, the worksheets for that are also in the handouts. And I think we'll work in groups because it's a lot for little kids.
Spelling, they might not be able to spell.
Well, no, the words are there, but you'll have to
Oh,
help
okay.
them read them. So, do I have one in your? No, I know. Can you open, Kara? Can you open your? Go a little further. It's a big, colorful sheet. Thank you. This is one, from the internet. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's
like
super
that's
cute.
That's great, but realistically,
The star one's very cute.
that's the one we
Like that
actually
one.
made with my foster kids. So there's 2 pages of these.
I see
And
what
they
you
can
mean.
cut them out and put them in their own design. But I do have, I did think it was a lot for each kid to do. So I think maybe they'll do them in pairs, and then if they want to keep them, take a picture, and then we'll print it out or something and give them the picture of it or whatever. Something like that, so that they can. So I gave you enough for maybe like 5 groups, of maybe 2 or 3, and they can create it together. Kara, you have this song, and it's on
The giant,
Right?
giant,
yeah. It's a pretty song. But we still don't know what that means.
Is it Native American? Where does it come from? And you
That's what I've heard.
yeah, like you catch, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or hit the ground.
Yeah, I think it's
I videoed Dan doing it. Want me to try and find it?
here. I mean, the link is here. I just
Yeah.
forgot. I really forgot what. And then it goes, Mother, I hear you under my feet. Father, I hear your heartbeat. Sister, I hear you call my name. Brother, I hear the winds of change. So, yeah. And you don't have to find it. I mean, if you can,
That's
it's great, but Bernadette, it's in here.
I can put it, if I can find it in my phone, I can put it on YouTube and that might be easier.
Oh, great. Okay. Great. Then we have coloring. So obviously, these first 2 weeks are way more than 2 weeks. I don't know. How we got, I don't know how we got so full. So after that, I really leveled it down a bit because it's way too much. Our 3 animals that we happen to talk about, color and really cute coloring things. And they can, you know, if they're in the mood to do it, you can do it in class. If not, you can send it home. Whatever.
Okay. With a cool elephant.
Yeah, the
So-
elephant and the lion.
This was interesting. So some of the kids in the when we did some projects, with rabbits, some of them were like, "No, I don't want to take it home." I've never seen that before. Like they,
Oh yeah,
no, I don't
we
want
did
it.
it, and
Yeah, they don't want to. But finally,
That
got to
happens
go
at
on.
church a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why.
they're done.
Okay.
Maybe they're minimalist.
Yeah. I thought that
It was the process, you know.
Yeah, that could be.
It's funny because most kids are the opposite.
I know. I was really surprised. And then some on the, because we drew their bodies, remember?
Yep.
Some of them didn't want to take them home. I'm like,
Oh,
"We're
really?
sure you're not
After all that,
Isn't that crazy?" So, yeah, maybe you're right. And maybe it was just the process they liked and they didn't need the, but I was
Bring it
really,
home.
yeah, I was really
Oh.
stunned by them. Like,
maybe the parents said, if you bring one,
yeah,
That could happen.
yeah,
You're gonna have to pay for the
exactly.
console.
but me, I might have said that, but I didn't mean it because I kept most of it.
Yeah.
So moving into our community, so now we're moving into our yoga class for one is one of our communities.
Can I interject with
Yes,
these? Are you
please.
thinking these for one class, or are you saying for the first 2 classes do some coloring, or is this what would you have in mind with
I would
these?
probably, if you were doing the word thing at a different time, you could hand out these in the animal family one. Or you could just have them on hand. for
Okay, and then they would get to choose
Some
which.
quiet time.
animal
Yeah, and
they
I
get to
have,
choose.
I
Okay.
have a bunch of each, so they should be enough.
Okay.
I doubt everybody wants, I mean, I have them in your handout, so there's copies of everything.
Oh,
so far.
okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to make any copies, but, you know, if you need 1 or 2,
Okay.
if you need more than that, let me know.
Yeah.
Or just charge us for it. To talk about how we're part of our community, and I can't find my map. They're like, oh, my scissors or my map. I had a world map. I can't find it. I bought a bunch of them because I found them like for $1 or something
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
So I have a map in the school. Great. I'm gonna keep looking.
You know who has them? It's Ardell's has them, but they're not a book. Yeah, they're like the laminated. Gigantic
Oh
ones.
yeah, really
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
They're cool, but they're not expensive, but
Well, if they're not expensive, it's not like we're giving them out to everybody.
true. You would just have one per teacher. We could even borrow one.
Yeah. Or even if you be very careful. If you want to get in the water and then you grab it.
Yeah, right.
They're not as nice as they look. Is that an online ordering thing? or
No,
in
they have them at
person?
the store. Yeah. Well,
Where's
why don't I get?
Ardell's? I never.
It's
Would
over
you buy
off
some
of
and just-
Powers. Yeah. I'll
Just
go
put
get
it
one.
on your invoice.
Yep.
Okay.
They have US ones and then they have world map ones. Which would you prefer? World? Because I mean, the US is the world map. You could find Colorado on a world map.
You could, and we do have an activity with the world. So
Okay,
maybe
the
the
world
world because no, they probably, some of them already know. There might be a U.S. map in the classroom.
Yeah. could be.
Well,
I'll go
especially
check
if they
them.
have it in the library again.
Yeah.
You can find anything in the library.
Oh, yeah.
Or a globe. We had those. We had those blow up. You know, the
Oh,
globe?
yeah.
Yes.
And I can't
Or
find them
blow
anymore.
up
Might
or
be on
inflatable globes.
Amazon.
Yeah, you probably read it.
Those
It's
were
a
so
legitimate
cool.
Oriental Trading Company for
Yeah.
enough for everybody. So what communities that we belong to? So it might be your scout group, it might be your place of worship, it might be your friends, your neighborhood, whatever. And in yoga, we talk about seva, sports team. Yep. We talk about seva or helping others just because it's the right thing to do. And I'm pretty sure we did this in that other class. So I give them sometimes a question like, your grandma asks you to come over and mow the lawn for $1. Well, it's not really seva, right? Because you're getting paid back. You go to your grandma's house and you go out and mow the lawn. That's seva without being asked.
What's the difference? Yeah.
If she gives you, and then they like those things, like, is it seva or is it, not seva or
Right.
whatever. And then they make it, we make it tricky. What if after you do it, your grandma gives you $1 without asking for it? Well, that's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still seva.
Yeah,
You
right.
didn't know that was coming.
Right.
So I think this is the one where at the end we kind of see if we can do something helpful. Yeah, share one thing you might try to do this week for your community. This is where We Are Circle People is, but although We Are Circle People is good in any of these lessons, so it's not like you have to follow one or the other. And then the thing for the big paper is there so that they can work on making a community around your school. So
I like that.
yeah, they have fun things, like they have a lot of candy stores.
Oh, yeah.
No
Right.
hospitals.
Yeah, right.
No dentist office. But still, it's really fun to find. They have a lot of parks, and they put all the things in the parks. It can work in. The paper's big enough that you could really work 2 to a sheet. I've even had kids do it more than that, or I've had them like put 4 sheets together and
Tape it together.
Yeah,
That's
so
smart. Okay.
whatever they like is
Neat.
fine. But that takes some time, so give it plenty of time because they really like figuring out what things we need in the community and what is really special. So, affirmation: I'm an important part of my community, and I can help make it a good place to live. Here's where you can do your fun sounds again, or you can do this one new song that I found. It's a killer. Or yoga slide.
I love
Oh,
yoga
yeah.
slide.
I can find that on iTunes.
I just found it on YouTube.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I could have to find it there. I haven't used that in forever because I couldn't find it. YouTube's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because that one's so fun.
And this one is.
Ugh,
God, I really, really like this.
maybe they're after the food. You think?
I guess so. You want me to move it in? Sometimes they're really bad about not leaving when I bring the food in them. Like they were interested in the water. Hey,
Yeah.
you may not come in, okay? That's where I draw the line. You are an outdoor friend. Okay, now go away. Okay, so this is the sit down stand up song.
Oh yeah, I've
You heard
done this one. Yeah,
Oh, it's great.
it's a lot. Yeah,
It's a lot, but they asked for it again.
it's fun.
It's crazy.
Where do we put that one instead of Sunside
I
Kitchen?
was just, no, I would do, well, yeah.
Or
If
in
you wanted to
addition
do
to-
a different
Sit down,
movement,
stand
you
up, sit
know.
down.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Everybody sit down. Now stand up again. You can turn around. You can keep standing up, but not for long. Cause this is the sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down song.
Oh, that's so good. I want that one.
Yeah, they have,
What's the
yeah, here
official
we,
name?
the sit down stand up song.
Now stand up again.
Oh, it gets
Turn
faster.
around.
Oh, I love it.
You can keep
I
standing
love
up,
it.
but not for long. Cause this
There it
is
is.
sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up,
Is
sit
it
down
Oh.
golden?
song.
Yes, Rick Golden.
Looks like that.
But the last
Now
one,
stand,
so
everybody sit.
he has you stand up if you have a brother, stand up if you're 8, 9, or 10, you know, blah, blah, blah. But at the very end is the funny part.
Now stand up again. And turn around. You keep standing up. But not for long. Because this is a sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up.
My God.
Sit down song.
At least the end sitting and you can like lie down.
Exactly, like time for
Oh, that's
Shavasana.
awesome. Yeah, right before Shavasana. Yeah.
They get so silly and then they say, "Can we do it again?" It's like, are you kidding me?
No.
It's like, yeah, you can.
That
Help
should be a
yourself.
fun one.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Yoga adventure in the community. You guys know this is like make it about the community going to the playground or going to the park or going to the library or on the bus. Yeah, you got it now.
Yeah, good, okay.
Anything like that. An adventure in your communities, just using yoga poses, making them up. Belly breath this week. So and I'm not doing breathing buddies right now
Yeah.
because they're not passing around stuffed animals. So those are kind of kind of out. They can put their hands on. I mean, if they don't know about it, they don't miss it. But
Oh,
you know,
sure,
if they've done it
sure.
before. It's like,
The hands would work.
Yeah, that's
yeah, you
yeah.
can put your
Better than
hands on
nothing.
your belly and just feel it rise and fall. And
Maybe they can put the one that they traced, the hand that they traced on their belly.
they could do
Yeah,
that.
something like
Yeah,
that.
my
Just-
friend Michelle does a cutout of, you know, your math buddy or something, and so they make one and then they decorate it and then they have it.
That's
Cute.
cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not
Like a
heavy
paper
like the,
version. Yeah.
yeah, but it's not heavy, but it's a reminder, I guess. Cool. Anytime you don't want to do that, you can do any other meditation or even just listen to music or. And then the closing is pass a hand squeeze around the circle. Again, if that's something that you think they can do, go ahead and do that. And then share one thing that they might try to do for the community this week. And try to remember when you go back, I always forget this next week. Try and say, what did you do for the community? But I
Yeah.
always
Oh,
forget.
yeah.
Because a week is so long in between
No,
seeing and we have
it's-
so many other things going on.
But would it be like we could probably ask the school person who we check in with if we could like can they hold hands or not? Yeah, maybe.
I know, and it's not like they don't do it already.
Right,
but-
exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're trying to.
But I wouldn't want to be the one to tell them
Yeah,
they're
let's
not
do this.
doing it right.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't want to, and also there's partner poses in here, and I think we'll probably not do those. this
Yeah.
time. But like I said, there's so much more than we need. It's not, you know, like I think we probably get through 6 weeks with what we're already.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, and Halloween.
Yeah.
This is a super fun one. I really like this. So in your handout, I don't know if it's in your book or not, but in your hand, yeah, maybe not. In your handout, it looks like this: your Colorado scavenger hunt, and there's some little cards in the packet. I'll get one of the
We used this one at Penn.
Yes. What was it for? Around. What was it for?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I did do this one before. I don't know.
That is good.
Maybe I did.
Maybe you were the one person.
Oh.
And so in Old Colorado City, that's.
Oh
you?
yeah, I
Yeah.
did one. Yeah, I was shadowing with her at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool studio.
And I think I wonder if that's where I met you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Because we like stuck them around the room.
Yep.
And, yeah.
That must have been it.
We
Yeah.
put them around the room.
Yeah, it's a cool little studio.
Yeah, it is
Are
really
they
cool.
still doing it there?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah. Mhm. Well, the studio's still in. They're still working. I don't think we're there at the moment. And so
I don't think we are either.
not right now. Yeah.
Jessica's there. Jessica Linus took the teacher training,
Yeah. Yeah.
and she's there for the pregnancy yoga, but we're not there for
Kids.
kids at this point. What was that?
These are the little cards, right?
Mm,
When you
cool,
put
yeah.
the cards. Yeah.
So you hide these around. You have to read really carefully what's the name of it. Yule Marble is the
Yule marble.
they can work in teams, but each team has to get all of them. So when you find it, you don't want to yell out, "I found the rock," because then everybody else is going to get it. You want to quietly say, "Okay, I found the rock."
Oh, okay.
And so we hide around and under math is good or whatever.
Okay.
The fossil is Stegosaurus. The fruit.
Are the
have a
answers
guess?
in here?
They're on the cards.
Ah, the card. Okay, great.
Who has an idea about the fruit?
Fruit. Is it peaches
It
or
sure is.
Oh,
Peaches.
Palisade
Fun,
peaches.
yeah.
Capital.
Denver.
Denver. Flower.
Columbine?
Yeah.
Columbine.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Fort.
Skiing?
Skiing, snowboarding.
Skiing.
Snowboarding.
Bird.
Is it the larkspur?
Lark bunting.
Oh, wow.
Is that the one with the blue magpies? I thought they were magpies. Not larkspur. That's a plant.
Might be a nice word for a magpie. I don't know. Animal. Bear. Bighorn sheep.
Oh, wow.
And candy. We have a candy that was developed in Colorado.
Patsy's. Doesn't
No.
she do? No.
I mean, a national candy.
Instruments?
No. Jolly Rancher.
Are you serious?
Oh, wow.
They were
Why doesn't everybody know that?
That's
They were made in
interesting.
Colorado.
Wow. Oh, my
They're
God.
probably made in China now. But.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, they were created in Colorado.
Oh, cool.
Really cute
Okay,
little-
so
Can we pass out candy?
ask the school.
This is some Jolly Ranchers. That's
They-
a great idea.
I would ask the school. Okay. Or even the, because Woodman Roberts especially is so strict on allergy.
Okay.
Bummer, it's a great
That's
idea.
all right.
So here we go with moving and working together. Use your judgment. I doubt we'll be doing it. Because it's partners.
Yeah.
You can still do the poses, but it kind of takes away the working together. So you could use working together could be, the what they just did
The
is working
map or-
together because
yeah.
they did that. Or they could
Teach it. So that's
teach
what I
it
was
to
doing.
each other.
Yeah,
That would
exactly.
be
I was
Good
bringing up stuff.
idea.
and they could make up a pose and teach it to the class. Let's see, what other things they could work together on? Building the community, you could move that here, drawing pictures. So anything from behind where they work in pairs. The wordles are in pairs, the word thing, the cooperation, I guess is what it is.
Well, I wonder if you could do like down dog and then crawling through the cave because no one
Yeah.
would
Oh,
touch.
that's a good.
Like,
Yeah. I could definitely do, or you could do back-to-back breathing.
Yeah, because
Um,
you're not touching hands
no.
or anything. There could be a few that would work.
Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely make it. Work. What else? The rock.
Circle rock.
There was the rock.
You could do like rock, paper, scissors. Make somebody be a rock.
Oh, yeah, we did a
Right.
rock, tree, and bridge.
Yeah. And it was like
And
a
then
race
the
or
last
something. Yeah.
person came and was the
That's
next
clever.
one. It was just like a little rope.
But nobody
But
touched.
here's the one that I loved, and I think you guys were both there. I think you were here for it. Was the one Dan learned in Mexico, the dog, snake, cat.
Yep.
So
I have a vague recollection of
okay,
that.
so I've been doing it a little differently. I put everybody in pairs, and we put their mats lengthwise against each other. So the short end of the short end. They're facing. It's a great one for cooking. So they're facing the outside of the mat. They cannot see each other. They're back to back, and it goes like rock, paper, scissors. But it's snake, dog, cat, and I go snake, dog, cat, go. And snake, if you go into snake, you scare the dog. So snake wins.
Snake scares the dog.
You go into down dog, you scare the cat. So dog wins. If you go into cat, it scares the snake, which you probably wouldn't, but and the cat wins. So I could, you know what?
Just like rock, paper,
I
scissors.
have a
but,
written,
yeah.
I have a written version I can send you.
That is really clever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cute. And then the next, so then the winner stays, and another kid comes up. And,
Oh.
Okay.
and it's a good workout because down dog, and cat are,
Oh, yeah. Those are
You
great
know,
spine
kind of-
ones.
so make sure they understand the poses, go through them first, but older kids love it. My middle schoolers
Okay.
loved it, even the counselors at the camp
That's so
wanted to do
clever.
it, yeah. And I did not make it up.
So
but
are you
it's so
saying
awesome.
1, 2, 3, and then they go into a pose?
Yep.
Okay.
And they
But they're
can't
back
see
to
what the
back,
other
and
one
they
is
don't
see
it.
doing.
Okay.
It's like best out of 3 or one,
I do
just one at a
just
time,
one
okay, and then
round.
just
Oh,
rotate
that's
them through.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
around each. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's a fun one. It's more.
Because they all know
competitive than
rock, paper,
most, but-
scissors. So,
Yes.
yeah.
And I usually put it up on a board or something because I'm really bad at remembering what needs what.
Oh, okay.
Really bad. So the handout, I'm gonna send you the handout. And I'll borrow a pen from somebody. Just a second. I'm gonna put a list of what I need to do.
That totally works for COVID. That's brilliant.
Mm-hmm. I like that one.
And I've tried to figure out more, you know, but I can't really think of any more that would, and even this is a stretch, you know, like happy dog.
Jan
but
had one where
snake.
like she turned around, like everybody starts on a line. Is that the tree?
Oh
rock.
yeah. That's the big tree, little tree.
Big tree, little tree.
Yeah, they love that too,
What's that
and
one?
that's another one. So if you're outdoors, big tree, small tree, I think it's called. Let's see, rock, paper, scissors, Bernadette, and yeah. So that one is you're in it. It's great outdoors. But
You need
you
space.
need a
yeah.
long room. So librarians, a little. If you get in the hallway, you do it like that. So maybe at the end, if they're really good, so red light, green light.
Okay.
So instead of red light, green light, it's big tree, small tree, 1, 2, 3. You say that with your back turned. While you're saying it, the kids can move forward. And then as soon as you say 3 and you turn around, if they're not balanced in tree
Oh, that's clever.
or in the process
They have
of
to back
it, they have to back
Yeah,
up. You
start
see them
over.
moving.
That's clever. I like that one.
Or and they're very strict about it when they like if you're wobbling a tree, they're like, oh, she was moving. But, well, but she was in the pose. Let's
Oh my
cut her
gosh.
some
Okay.
slack. They will all want to be the tree, so that's something you can introduce in the beginning in the first class if they're good, and then do it every time at the end of class, one
Okay.
round, and kids get to be a tree. But they all do one in turn, so well, we're out of time. But okay, so the creations one. Yeah, and that was with pairs. So I think they're less likely to come forward with their own if they're on their own. The pairs were happy to present. They were excited to present what they had made. But I don't know.
There's probably touching involved.
Yeah. You
And
can
they've-
have them come up with something else. I mean, you can have them come up with, a story or they could certainly work together on something. Without touching.
Hi.
Yeah.
You know Bernadette?
No,
I know you know
I
Carrie. I'm
Hi,
Carrie.
nice to
I know
meet
you.
you.
Gary and Kara, that's
Yeah.
Carrie.
Good. How you guys?
Good.
Good. We're having fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ocean breath. They'll get it or they won't. That's okay. Just when it's funny we have open ocean breath in the Colorado section because
Yeah.
we have no ocean. But anyway.
I think Colorado.
That's what I
The
said.
mindful activity is a special place, and I think you went a little weird on that. So, a special place is a little different than what we have here. This one is kind of focused on, where did you go in Colorado and what did you do? The kids don't know where they went in Colorado. Little ones, they don't know where they went.
Right.
So it's fine to do this one, but what I prefer is something a little bit more deep than that, which would be going to your special place. And when you do that, they're lying down in spots, and then just imagine where you feel most safe and comfortable.
Okay.
It might be your bed, it might be your grandma's house, it might be your backyard, it might be the woods, who knows. But And then try to get all 5 senses involved. So what do you feel underneath you? How does the air feel on your skin? What do you smell in the air? What do you hear? You can give suggestions or not. They might hear nature, they might hear nothing. They might hear music, they might hear people. Obviously, what do you see around you? What do you see up above you and below you? And what do you smell? A special smell that makes them feel comfortable. And then you can, and then the handout with this is a special place, and that's somewhere in your handout. All it is a, I don't even know why I did handout. All it is a holy frame. That's my special place.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Like, I don't think I needed to do
So
that. They
cute.
could have just
Yeah.
drawn it. But, oh well. So they
Oh, it's
can
adorable.
do that. And they
Yeah.
can put the name in the bottom. Use it as a reminder. So that'll go a while. Remember, you're going to get, as soon as you give them, like if you did that game, the rock, paper, scissors, and this in one class, you'd be limited on time. Which is
Okay.
fine, but
Yeah.
just plan for
Okay.
it, you know. Sitting in a circle, go around and say, have each person say one thing they were grateful for about their partner today. So we didn't really do specifically partners, but if you do that with them, just have them share that. Or something that I liked about it, or something that whatever, or something about your special place would be perfect. You know, where is it if you want to share? I'm an important part of my state, and I can be helpful to take care of our resources. Good. Yeah. Our country. Where is it? What is the job of our country? No idea.
That's a really big question.
I guess what is the job of a country? Maybe what does it? Why is it a country? I don't know. That's a deep question. But what's special about it? I do kind of say the military because I'm not a military gal, but we do have a lot in town.
Oh, yeah.
Their families, so that would be nice. And then we try to make laws that help all people. We have national parks, and we have everyone can go to school. Everyone is supposed to be allowed to go to school from kindergarten through. I'm an important part of my country, and I can be helpful. You can color the flag if you want. I'm so sick of doing this. I didn't even make the copies because the problem with it is you can make copies and give them to them, bring home. But the problem of it is that they all need red and blue.
Exactly. Right.
They
That's what
can't
it
share.
says, They
Right.
can't
You
share,
have
right?
multiple reds.
So
and multiple blues.
yeah, you could wipe down the things that somebody's going to be without. So, what's special about our country? Well, we kind of did that, but we have a voting system. We have procedures. We're a democracy. We have procedures to go through. If you don't like laws, if they're not fair, we can change them. Let's see. That's just a warm up. So you can go into Sun B. You can add on more of the warriors and stuff like that, if you want to, into your sun salutations, or you can turn it into sun as Yogi says. Because
Okay.
some technicals do a lot more poses, and they rarely don't play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody likes that.
State animal musical mats. So you have in your folder some state animals, which nobody knows. I can't. Then these, I got these from a source on the web, so I'm not saying they're correct. But so they have a lot of them are the same. Like, you know
For
what I mean?
each individual state.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, there's 50 over here. Many of them have the deer or the horse.
Duplicate. Yeah.
Yeah, they duplicate a lot. Not really fair. But anyhow, hide these face down under the mat. Or you can even put them up face up, because wherever they land on the mat when you stop the music, they have to do that pose.
Oh, okay. And so
And-
we're using all the states, not just Colorado's.
Yeah, now we're moving
Okay.
into the country, so we
Okay,
have more.
okay.
Yeah, United States. So now we have more. And you can do anything you want with these. I mean, you can do it as you can find the state on the map, whatever.
You could put them up around the room and like travel to each
Oh, that's
side.
good.
Yeah, totally let this up to you. So to see how interested they are. And it's really easy to do the group the poses, and if you have like 10 kids, you can have 10 different poses, so they'll all get a chance to learn them. If there's not a pose for it, don't worry. Just I didn't I unplugged the awning because it goes in sometimes on its own. It's supposed to go in with
Oh, really?
yeah, but
That's cool.
but it's overreactive right now. So it goes on in when it's not windy, but now that it is windy, I hope it doesn't blow up. Anyway, bunny breath is one here for just kind of like an energizing breath. 3 sips in, and then you can also do it as breath of joy or a conductor breath. They're all the same thing. 3 sips in.
Ooh, that's cute.
That was fun.
So that's
Oh my gosh, I've never heard that song.
I know. Now Jan had your adult class,
Oh,
and I just thought those kids are not going to appreciate that. But if you
Yeah.
want to do that instead, please do.
Or you could do God Bless America or anything.
Yeah, you could. My country
Like,
kids.
which
Oh,
one
yeah.
was America the Beautiful was written here, right?
up on the
Oh
mountain.
yes,
Yeah.
that's a perfect one. They might not even know that yet.
Yep.
So you could share that. But America's Beautiful, then written by Catherine
Good.
Bates.
I know.
I think. So you could find that out. Still the same as your name, so probably my favorite.
I love that one too, yeah.
We all live in our neighborhood, our state, and our country together, but we all have unique and different beliefs and ideas. That's what makes our country a great place to live. One thing that they think is unique about your country. It's worth a try.
Mhm.
No, or you could do one thing that's unique about you. Or maybe I ran out of ideas. Our world. Look at the map. How is Colorado important to the world? Well, that's a good question.
Destination.
yeah.
Healthy recreational activities. Marijuana.
Yeah.
Maybe we all know
Tuberculosis sheds.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah, well, we
sheds.
were helpful then, right? We were helpful a long time ago.
My husband had a house at one of those little yards.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It was like a cottage.
I know, it's so
It's
fascinating.
figured out.
And when you see those pictures of, they had an exhibit at the museum of Pioneers.
Yeah,
I think
we
it
went
was.
to- yeah.
It was great.
Really
Pictures
cool.
from then. Yeah.
I mean,
So
Well, isn't there a mint here? Is there a mint?
we have a mint, so we
Oh.
make money here.
I know that.
Yeah, in Denver, yeah.
They have tours, and I think they're free. Just have to get there early or something. It's supposed to be interesting.
Yeah.
I've never been.
we have more red.
Olympic, NORAD,
Oh,
Santa
well,
tracking.
Yeah.
Now that's important.
That's good.
NORAD and
So-
Olympics.
Yeah, the
Oh, the
Olympic
Olympic
Training
Training
Center.
Center. So we are.
Uh-huh.
Valid. And we have lots of military bases here.
Yeah.
So I have lots of people, you
Air
know,
Force
looking
Academy is cool.
for
Mhm.
securing the world and making it a safe place.
NORAD could fall under that.
Yeah.
And yeah, great place to visit.
Hmm.
So each person can make a difference, and when we make a contribution, even the smallest one, everyone benefits. Mother Teresa said, "Do small things with great love." I Am Human is a great one to read here, by Susan Verde, and I think there are some quotes in there too. I know her I Am Yoga.
I am yoga. I love that.
You can make up. Oh yeah, so it's more of storybook, but
You could turn it into poses.
you could. It's a sweet one, very cute. Has anyone traveled to another country? You could point it out on the map. How do we help the world? We can, be aware of injustices around the world. We can help with, raising money for people who don't have enough to eat, or for They don't have any schools, they don't have clean water, all that kind of stuff. I'm an important part of the world, and I know I can be helpful. Man on the Mountain is a book. It's actually a story in Storytime Yoga, but that I found. I found this other story. I put it in there because I really liked it. So if you want to do a story with them, you can do this anywhere. But it is about another country, about this man who they had a path in his village, and he needed it needed what did they need? They needed a bridge. It was a treacherous trek, and it led to accidents. And his people needed help because their lives were at stake. Every day they had to make this trek to reach the farm that they worked on. So he started, and he chiseled through the mountain by hand to make a road.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a great story,
Yeah.
and it has some pictures and the tools that he actually used.
Wow, look at that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, and at the end you can see that
Look at that.
that's him down. You know, that's them walking now
Wow.
instead of climbing over that mountain. So yeah, it was
What a
really,
neat story.
it's a great
Oh my
story.
gosh.
Yeah.
You did that by hand?
That's incredible.
Yeah, the government rewarded his efforts with a plot of land, and Monty promptly donated the land back for a hospital.
Oh my
gosh. Yeah, there's like a truck.
Just one of those.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a great example of one extraordinary person changing things.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
That's
how
a
could I
cool
change
story.
something, or what could I do, or what's something that needs said in my community. The landmarks are fun, so they can find these places on the map. They can name what they are. You know, you can do this any way you like, but you can hide the cards and see if they can guess what it is. So these are landmarks that explain to them like things like the Statue of Liberty or the Rocky Mountains. These are landmarks that the mountain, the four presidents, Rushmore. Okay. So so I have the answers on here. So this is the World Trade Center in New York. They can find New York. And then this is Taj Mahal in India. They can find India. This is us. On that. Machu Picchu.
Ooh, cool.
Peru. Washington. Egypt. Great Wall of China.
Oh wow.
Italy.
Coliseum.
And Stonehenge.
England, right? Nice. That's great.
So something to get them interested in
Oh yeah.
those things outside of their, especially in grade school, they may not have learned about that. You can do them hidden, you can do them under the mat, you can, whatever, you can make up poses, anything you like. Yeah, you can make
Cool.
up
That was a great
poses
idea.
for the thing or the country, or you can try to, maybe people can guess it if they're older. Kindergartners are not gonna be guessing the Taj Mahal at this point, but.
Good exposure though.
Flying, yeah, exactly. Flying bird breath helps coordinate movement with breath. Great one to use anywhere in the in the curriculum. You can pull this out. You can do it.
Is that when arms up, arms down?
Yeah, arms
Okay.
up, arms down, and you can also do it in airplane
Airplane.
pose and do it as a balance as well, so in and out. And I'm an important part of the world, and I know I can make a difference. It's the affirmation. Cool. Mindful activity. Let's see. I would say that's more of a shavasana, but how does it make you feel when someone was kind to you? When someone did something nice for them, how does that make you feel? I would also say, when you did something nice for someone, how did that make you feel? So it's probably both. Meditation is always nice to do towards the end of the session. It's just a loving kindness meditation, and it's really, we make it really simple. May I be safe, may I be happy and peaceful, may I be healthy and strong, may my actions be for the good of beings everywhere, may I be grateful, may I be loving, may I be loved.
What page are you
I'm on 40 something.
6. So are you saying, so how do you incorporate this one? Oh, you're reading that
If
whole
you
thing?
wanted to do, no, I think, well, you can, I mean, it's a little wordy.
Yeah.
What I would do, I don't know why I made it so wordy, but, here's how I like to do it. Start with imagining just yourself and your beautiful heart and the light inside of you. May I be safe, may I be happy, may I be healthy and strong, and may I be loved, or something like that, may I be grateful. And then moving it to your circle of friends, kids in the class, whatever, think which is for everyone here. May you be, may we be happy, may we be safe, may we be healthy and strong, and may we be loved. May we be grateful. Just pick 4, whatever you want. And then bring it to your family, your friends, your neighborhood, people you know, people you don't know, and make that your wish from them for them, and bring it to the entire country or within on the land, and then finally to the whole planet, everything living on the planet. So it's, I know it's a little wordy, but it does say all that. You can find that if I'm going to pull that out, extrapolate. I don't know why I made it so.
room?
And you can, and I like to do school, like for the people who keep you safe at school, for the people who keep the school clean.
Yeah.
I like that one in the school, especially, you know, people who run the school, the teachers, but also the people who serve the lunch and clean and do all that stuff, work in the office. What would happen if you did a kind deed every day? A kind feeling might spread around the world. Bless you.
Thank you.
So can we commit to doing one thing each day this coming week? I have a little kindness card thing. Maybe I should send that to you as well.
Is that where you pass them out and like you did at a camp?
I did it.
Yeah, that was so
So
it gave them an idea.
I gave them an idea,
I
but
like
they could do
that.
what they wanted or not, or they could, you know, not do that one. But it's like open the door for someone.
Yeah, you
say
gave
thank
examples.
you, or I made some new one for
Bring
this.
somebody a food or something.
Help some.
Yeah.
Help somebody
Yeah.
older. Help somebody younger. I don't know, I forget. But I can
They were
send you
cute,
those cards if you want, and you can use them to make your own. But I think I have that 18 ideas on there, so that's a good amount for your class, and everybody can make something different. And finally, we're in the world, taking care of the whole world. Jim Peters, You Will Change the World, is a nice story about a little girl. An important part of the world, and I know it can be helpful. Take a walk outside if weather permits and collect objects that you find. And then, as a group, you can make a mandala in front of your school.
Oh, that's a good
So
idea.
you like
How would you do that?
So you would start with something in the middle, one thing in the middle,
Okay.
and something that there's only one of. And then maybe find something that there's 5 of, so put a leaf around it. And it's gonna change because wind's gonna blow and all that stuff, and that's okay. And then put, oh, I should have put I have some pictures of perfect mandala in the training, the module 1 or 2, I can't remember.
If you just Google leafer mandalas.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yeah, you will.
Cool.
Leaves, rocks, sticks.
Okay.
Grass, everything, everything. And just repeat it, you know, just make sure you repeat it.
Okay.
I don't know if I showed you guys that the one I did with the kids that were, I had a small class, so I was blessed to have that. We made mandalas and then I copied them.
Yes, that was
And
at
they-
the school on Chestnut.
Yes, Academy ACL.
Yeah.
So they made one piece
It
of
was so
pie.
fun.
They were so beautiful. And they decorated any way they wanted. And then I went home and I copied it 7 times. and then they cut them out and they put them in a
Neat.
pizza, and they were
Yeah.
poured. They were so it came out really
Like they
great.
drew something on the
Uh-huh.
triangle?
Yeah, they
Oh,
did whatever, and
neat.
then but they
That
had
would be a good
better
indoor
too.
version of this. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but it does take time because you bring them home and
Yeah.
copy it in color, so it wasn't the most economical project, but it was sure fun. So and it came out with great, great finished pieces. Heart openers, that's nice. Cactus arms, camel, cobra, bridge, wheel, forward folds with folded hands interlaced behind you. Just look, something where you're saying like, where do you feel it? How does it make you feel? Just kind of put them in a like a flow. If you wanted from one thing to another.
I did these once where I like drew hearts and folded them in half. And then when you opened it, it had the name of the pose on it. You had to open your heart to find the name of the pose.
Oh, I
And then you
love
had to do
that.
it. And even the little ones got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you making those ahead of time?
Yeah, I would make them like cut out like construction paper. I used like pink and red. It was a Valentine's Day
Okay.
themed class. I don't remember where I did it, but
Great.
and it said like I said like yoga opens my heart, and then you open the heart and melt
I
and then
love
put
it.
together. Like they could pick them out of the thing. Anyway, that was fun.
Yeah,
It's
put them in a jar or on the floor,
Yeah.
fold it.
In like a
so it
bucket.
gets-
Yeah.
That's adorable. That's a great idea. Totally putting that in our piece one. I think that
Great,
would be good,
yeah.
right? Pom pom golf. Oh, I didn't give you this pom pom, but if you need to go buy some. Pom poms, ping pong balls, things that are very light. This is a golf game, so this might work. I would say probably no blowing any type of faces, but this one is if you have it spread wide enough and there are different parts of the room, I think that would work. So they can use a straw. I give you straws, or they can just blow. But here's what I do: I put something down on the ground with a piece of construction paper, a circle, or make it big because it's really hard. Make it a square, and put them around the room, and you have and maybe label them 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like mini golf. Like how many strokes does it
Like
take you
par.
to get it?
How many
is
zeros?
great.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And you can do it in pairs so that one person is counting for the other person, and then the other person tries it. Or if it's a small class, you can all do it at once. Just spread them out enough so that you're not all right on top of each other. It's fun. It's cute. It usually 3 or 4 holes and they're done. Cute. My Roots Go Down is a pretty song, nice folk song, and they have very beautiful lyrics. I'm a pine tree on the mountainside, and a wildflower blowing in the wind. I'm a mountain strong and still. There's a million different versions of it, but there is a I'm not sure which version.
My version isn't great. I'm gonna find a different version.
The version I put on here might actually be, I don't know, in one training, I put a little girl doing it just because it's too adorable. You can't play it for class, but it's, because it's not really coherent, but it's so cute just watching her do it with her dad. And there's a nice little, history of it there, the woman who wrote it. Sarah Burt. Yeah, she's the. To the earth, my roots go down. Go down. To the earth, my roots go down.
There's a couple versions in here too.
So you could do a tree and a chorus.
Oh, I like it.
You could grow in a wildflower.
Yeah, and the chorus, you really kind of have to think of something tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A tree, that's a long
It's a
time
long
old
tree,
tree.
yeah, you can try it. But you could try it.
You
and
could do
then
tree, and
switch.
they're saying down to the earth, maybe some
Forward
like a
fold.
seed
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
or forward fold.
Yeah.
It's really sweet
Wasp,
stuff.
frog, anything to
Frog,
get them
yeah.
down. That's a cute song.
Yeah, it's a pretty song. And then there's a nice little world Shavasana or something like that. Or you could do the mindful meditation, the metta meditation there as well. It's that share one where you can take the third important part of the world. And so that was number 7. So we're way over our quota.
Wow. How did you get 7 classes?
I don't know. I think I wanted to. I think when Jen and I had them, we had. I think we might have started with the family, but in the beginning, we almost, unless I've done all the yoga before, in the beginning we almost always have the going over yoga,
Right.
you know,
What is
mind,
it?
body, all that
Yeah.
stuff. So we didn't want to take one out necessarily.
Just add another one.
So just add another one now.
Some
it's
sessions
your
could be
choice.
sessions,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some are 8, and that was another reason somebody had an 8-week program.
Yeah.
With the schools, I can't remember which one. So that was handy.
Yeah.
And then Halloween is super fun. I only have 2 things for Halloween really, which is a story, and the children are going to a Halloween party, and you can play music or just try it out. Rehearse it a little before you do it, and then like Witch Riding on a Broom is Warrior 3, and it's fun. They like it a lot.
The Room on the Broom book is really fun too.
Yes. Oh, I
The Room
forgot all
on the
about that,
Broom,
and I
that's
think
fine.
I
And
have
the
called
that.
Room
pumpkin,
on a
Room on a
Broom.
Broom, it's so funny.
Do
It's
you
like,
have that book?
I
have
don't
one,
have
I
that
think.
book, but I could get it. And the other one, there's the pumpkins. I can't remember the name of the song. 5 Little Pumpkins.
Five Little Pumpkins.
Oh.
Yes.
And then
And Pumpkin Pose.
this is younger though, depending on your age. Like Tucker did this they did that song in kindergarten, and they had like motions that went with it, and then like one pumpkin rolled away.
Oh,
You know, so like you get down and crouch
that
down
is
and then roll
so
away. It was very
cute.
That's cute. I do make Pumpkin Pose, where you like curl up in an egg and
Oh,
roll
that's
around.
cute.
I don't see it in here. Where did I get it? I'm sure I had it in there. Oh yeah, curl up and roll in a ball.
This is really cute. I
Oh,
love
yeah,
the
it's just
bridge
like-
and the boat.
Cute story. It's fun for them, especially on Halloween when they can't stay still.
Yeah.
Then we have them working in pairs again. Give them each a skeleton and help them with it if they need to. So I pair younger and older because they say put your phalanges. It doesn't even look like. It doesn't even look like that word, right? So
That's so funny. Like your phalanges on your cranium.
yeah,
That's
it's really
hilarious.
fun. Or put your cranium on the mat. Touch your clavicle. Put your radius in the sky. It's really fun.
That's
Really
hilarious.
That's good.
And
Like
then
Twister.
which one is the same? Tarsals, I think, is the same. As,
Metatarsal?
oh no, phalanges are toes and phalanges are fingers. So you can say, put your phalanges on your head and think he's gonna put his foot on his head.
Oh yeah.
Or you can do the easy way.
Yeah.
Cranium.
That's a cute one. I like that one.
So throw that in around Halloween.
That's
I
really
think.
fun.
Will you be there for Halloween or it'll be before?
Yeah,
So make
no,
sure
I
you-
think it'll
okay.
be.
If it's not on Halloween, do it the week
Stop.
before or whatever.
Yeah, close enough. We'll get close.
And
When does
Bernadette,
ours start?
I know you will be. October 5th, I believe.
End dates. October 26th. Close enough.
Perfect. Perfect for
Really
last
close
class
enough.
too.
Yeah.
So way more than enough.
Plenty.
But read your crowd and see what if they really like the books. You can do a book every week. I rarely have just because I don't know.
Some can be long. Like you can chew through some time.
Yeah. I usually pick out a few pages I'm gonna do it, something like that. Or I
One
cut it
map.
up into 3 weeks.
Same book, same time. That's a good idea.
But yeah, usually we don't have usually pick big books. And I mean, some of them are just really cute, but it's like you're not going to get through every country here. I mean, you know, that's an awful lot. So you could pick one and talk about it. But it does have something about our country and others. So if you wanted to do the my country, what does it do? You could read this instead of asking the questions.
That's really cute book.
Yeah, it's a good book. You know, you're teaching a lot of stuff that
Yeah.
it's really cool stuff that they don't necessarily because they don't just sit still and learn. I think it's
Oh, yeah. It's like anything.
Looking at the world maps, if I can find the globe, like, because you could toss it to each other,
Yeah,
that would
those
be
fun.
even more fun.
Yeah,
And a
I'm gonna
flat
trade-
one, I don't know. I'll see if I
look on
can find it.
Amazon for the blow up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. If you
we
find
had
a-
one, but I don't think it
we had one for a long, the very
Yeah.
beginning. I think our first
what we did around the world.
class was
Yeah.
around the world. But if you find them, let me know and put it on your invoice. 'Cause if you buy 3, maybe, so that we can have them
Yeah,
to new teachers.
And I'm gonna grab your contact info so you
Yes.
can pass
Yeah, for
the
sure.
books back for it.
Yeah, I think there'll be. I hope there'll be more schools joining us as the year progresses.
So what day are you teaching?
Mondays?
You do Mondays?
Yeah.
And it's
It starts, it's starts tomorrow and goes for, but I think there's a week off at some point in
With
their
guaranteed
calendar.
or something.
Yeah, 3:25.
and ours starts on the
4:30.
5th and it's at 3:30.
Oh, that's a good question. I'll forward you guys both any of the new information that I've gotten from the school. And of course, you know, you can still use, especially for the little ones, you know, you can do yoga clock and, you know,
Oh,
any of the
yeah.
things that we've already
Yeah.
done. Feel free. This is just for kids who've done it a million times. Try to get new stuff in there, but if these guys are new, then that's totally fine. Let me see if I can find, Carrie, your set, you know, where you're going and who
It's
you're.
been there, get the address, I'm gonna show up a little early.
I don't know where you'll be in the school yet. So
Whatever they send me.
they'll tell you, yes, exactly. And then, let me see, yours would be from the new girl. What's her name? Amanda?
Who, me?
Yeah. Amanda Spate is her name.
And she's who?
She's the new secretary at, or an office person, or
Okay.
worker's office at Woodman Roberts. And
She's the contact person.
she will be the contact person. Here's the agreement. Make sure you have everything you need. Here's your dates. Thank Where is it?
Forget what your number.
719 359 6859
Sorry. 719
359
359.
6859.
And what's your last name?
It's Broadway. BRAUDAWAY.
BRAU.
BAWAY. And Bernadette.
Yeah.
It's BERNADET.
No E's.
No.
No TE at the end. Okay, here you go, Bernadette. Your classes are 10-5. send you a text.
Thank you.
Looks like they're all right now. You don't have any missing. 10-5, 10-12, 10-19, 26, and 26, 11-2, and 11-9.
Okay, and you said what time was it start?
3:15.
Okay. And it's a full hour.
Mm-hmm. 4:15 is your ending.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you.
And do they know us as Omtastic or as?
Mhm, Omtastic. And also, we have a new training coming up. If you know anybody, I have not been diligent about getting this information out. But we're going to try and do module 1 and 2.
Oh, great.
Okay, great. If you know anybody, I
Yeah.
know you guys have already.
Even at Ruben Roberts, I could, you know, some of the teachers would
Teachers
be
night,
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can put it up on our school.
Well, here then,
Facebook
take a
page.
couple.
Yeah, give me.
I'd rather have it visually than an extra paper one.
I will do that.
Yeah, that would be
I
easier
will
to
send
share.
it to you. I'm gonna send you this, and I'm also gonna send you, the rock, paper, scissors with a better explanation than
Yeah.
what I gave you.
CPR, my CPR is expired. I was looking at, do you know, what's her name? Tinker Simmons. Do you know her?
No.
She owns Spring CPR, where I've done it before,
Uh-huh.
and I have her website pulled up on my laptop at home. So when I can shoot you if you want to do it together.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
My husband might do it too. So
Okay.
you can do it just CPR, you can do CPR and first aid, and you can do pediatric too.
What do we need? Just CPR.
Mostly,
First aid's so handy to know though, like cuts,
Yeah.
falls.
yeah, I mean, we
Electric
wouldn't,
shocks,
yeah, we would.
But I think we just need CPR.
I think so too. But
First
might
aid
as
is
well,
helpful.
I mean, what's
Yeah.
is there a price difference?
It's yeah, but it's like $25 difference. Yeah. And she's got a great facility and she's got all the, she's got the baby ones and the
Awesome.
adult ones. And
Oh, I'd love to. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
You know when she's offering them?
it's often. Here, let me just pull it
Okay.
up. Spring CPR.
I have a really nice lady that I've had before, but I wasn't able to get hold of her.
This is like a facility that you go to. So it's springcprtraining.com. And her website has, like, you can even register on there. Let's see. Classes. So she offers a lot for healthcare, which you don't need. She offers a CPR and AED renewal class, which you can do. Price starts at $55.
That would probably be what we need, right?
CPR and first aid blended, it starts at $70. And it's mostly on Saturdays.
And they would combine them. That
Yeah.
same day you would
The
get.
same day you would
get
do.
both.
So this is just renewal, which
Okay.
is a shorter class. That's 1 to 2:30. If you did the first aid one, it's 11:30 to 12:15. It's a little bit longer.
Okay.
Does that include both? Or
Both.
Okay.
CPR and first aid. I just think that's super helpful. to
Oh
have.
yeah. Thank you for.
I mean,
bringing
if
that
you just
up.
happened upon an accident or, we had to do it for the adoption agency. We had to do the infant CPR.
Oh really?
That's it. I think I did it when I was pregnant.
Did you?
They
Yeah.
had it in like birthing classes.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Learn how to swallow, learn how to do, and it's like choking and.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Grab those.
You over burns.
So that's so smart. So that's the Arendelle ride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's that fire?
It's over by, where there's a Chili's off of Academy.
Like Vickers area?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Right over there. Where that, where that awesome new car wash went in?
Yes,
It's like
that thing
behind
is
there. That thing's like an amusement park.
I know
ride.
it.
It's incredible.
It's very
Oh my
fun.
gosh.
I have to go. Where is
It's
it?
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool. Like we go through it, even though the car's not green, because it's so exciting.
It's amazing.
That's funny.
Yeah, off of like where
Okay.
Aaron, there's a chili